What is going on, guys? And I'm here to share my thoughts on what happened on Monday Night Raw just 24 hours ago. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of at a loss for words, but at the most part, I was really laughing my ass off last night at the way Monday Night Raw ended. Ladies and gentlemen, Caesar is back in the building. This is not a John's rant, though. Caesar missed John's rant due to the holidays, but it's cool because Caesar is back to also share his thoughts based on what happened on Raw last night. Caesar, what's going on, man?
Um, I was lost of words.
I was laughing my ass off for the most part at your reaction, though. Dude, I mean, 24 hours ago, shit has basically hit the fan in WWE. I mean, what the hell? What was the whole point of Team Cena versus Team Authority at Survivor Series in the first place? I mean, what was the sole purpose of that bullshit? I mean, a lot of fans are coming out and saying it like, "Damn, did WWE just write the Authority off just for a holiday vacation and bring them back afterwards?" And basically, that's what it seems. I mean, earlier today, before I clocked in at work this morning, I was on WWE's YouTube channel, and because honestly, last night I was trying to figure this out too. What in the hell must be going through Dolph Ziggler's mind now that Cena was forced to reinstate the Authority back into power? And honestly, I found out. I mean, WWE.com caught up with Dolph Ziggler last night at Raw, and his thoughts were as the following. Everything was on the line. People's livelihoods were at jeopardy during this match, and at a blink of an eye, you thought the Authority was gone, but they were still in the shadows. And now, what does this mean? And to be honest with you, last night I think John Cena really had no hand. His hands were pretty much forced in bringing Authority back. I mean, the way WWE wrote the storyline out with Seth Rollins threatening to paralyze Edge forever, he retired a few years back because of a neck injury, and doctor said he'd ever step foot in the ring again and possibly hurt his neck. It could be really the end. He would never walk again. And last night, Christian also retired from the WWE because of several concussions and injuries that kept him sidelined for the last year or so. He retired last night as well, and I just felt like the WWE bringing back the Authority. I mean, I understand where Dolph came off from in the interview, but it's a black day. 2015 is a couple days away. Raw next week is gonna be off, probably be off the chart. Who knows what the hell is gonna happen on Monday Night Raw next week? The War Rumble is a few short weeks away, and the Authority is back in power. What the hell Caesar, what do you think the Authority is probably gonna do now that they're back in power, man?
You and me, we already know what's going to happen.
I mean, dude, think about it. Dolph Ziggler is the new not US. He's the new Intercontinental Champion. I mean, basically, the Authority could do anything to Dolph next week on Raw and have him lose the Intercontinental Championship. Hell, for the last few weeks, we've been getting these guest GMs every fucking week. And to be honest with you, I kind of got tired of seeing that guest GM bullshit. I mean, to be honest, the Authority did kind of bring excitement to the WWE because you never know what to expect from the Authority. But my thing is now that they're back in power, what kind of hell would they rain down on Cena? What kind of hell would they rain down on Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, and the list goes on and on and on. And my thing is this. Now that they're back in power, the Royal Rumble is their playground to play. The Royal Rumble match itself is theirs to control. they can put anyone at entrance number one as punishment. And as years have been piling up past Rumbles, the base of the number one entrance is the bad luck entrance into the Rumble because you have to outlast 29 other men to the end. Most people have done it, and a lot of people have failed. So my question is to everyone here on YouTube, honestly, what are the Authority going to do prior to the Rumble? We already know that Daniel Bryan has inserted his name into the Rumble. We already know that Roman Reigns has entered himself into the Rumble. Could one of these men be entrance number one? I'm going to go out on a limb and say it right now. To me, it's a toss-up between Roman Reigns being the number one entrance and a toss-up between Daniel Bryan being number one entrance. But I think, honestly, it's going to be Daniel Bryan as number one because, honestly, the Authority doesn't want Daniel Bryan as the face of the E. He's a B-plus player from what Triple H and Stephanie McMahon have said in the past. And, Big Show being a part of the Authority, man, Big Show is just a big fat sellout. Okay? I'm just putting it like this. Big Show has had numerous heel turns in the past. So, what he did at Survivor Series didn't too much shock me because Big Show's a bitch. I already knew Big Show was going to turn on his team and walk out. That was a gimme. But what I think is about to really happen in WWE, has been a rumor floating around ever since Survivor Series when Sting debuted, saying that this now sets the stage for Triple H to face Sting. Well, a new rumor has just emerged a few days ago saying that Sting could possibly face Seth Rollins. And like I said, either one of these matchups would be a good match for Sting. Sting has played a lot in this as well with the Authority not being in power, but now that they're back in power, will Triple H in fact call out Sting? Caesar, what do you feel now that the Authority back in power? Are you happy to see them back in power, or are you just like, what the fuck?
Little both.
Okay. Last night, man, I'm not a Cena fan, dude, but you got to admit, you can feel, you got to feel some type of compassion. Cena was between a rock and basically a hard place last night, and, he was thinking about more for the well-being of Edge. Mind you, this Friday night on SmackDown, the Cutting Edge Peep Show will return. Hopefully we can hear a statement from Edge and Christian pertaining to what happened on Monday Night Raw and the Authority now being back in power. What does this mean for the WWE as a collective whole? Who's in trouble now? Who's in trouble? Whose lives could be at jeopardy? Whose job could be at jeopardy? Whose livelihood will likely change next Monday night on Raw due to Stephanie McMahon and Triple H back in power? And now it looks like the reigning, defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman are now a part of the damn Authority. What the fuck? What the fuck? I just don't get it. The storyline is stupid because, honestly, you guys, if they knew for a fact they were bringing the Authority back at the end of the year, why write them out for TV for a few short weeks anyway? A lot of people on Twitter have said basically the Authority was written off of television for a holiday vacation, which it seems that way because it really has not really been like 2 solid months that they haven't been on Raw yet. So, like I said, you guys, I'm anxious to see where the storyline is now going. Hopefully they do build it around Sting coming to have a match with Triple H or Seth Rollins. Randy Orton is still out of action, but he did return at Madison Square Garden this past weekend at a live event. So hopefully this is setting up for him to return. Now who knows? Randy Orton could be the wild card of this whole storyline. Does Randy Orton reemerge with Stephanie McMahon and Triple H after what they did to him, putting him out of action a few weeks ago, or should I say less than a month ago? What does this mean for WWE right now? I'm still off words. I'm laughing because it was funny to see the reaction of all these people last night at Monday Night Raw when the Authority music hit and out came Triple H and Stephanie with a glass of champagne, toasting to the good life. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Caesar, you want to add anything before we end this video, amigo?
I'm good.
Alright, Caesar's good. Ladies and gentlemen, next week Caesar will be back for John's Rant for 2015. Hopefully, I will see you guys there as well. Also, thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. We almost at 300 subs. Can we do it? Can we hit 300 subs this week, you guys? I would appreciate it if we can. Until then, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel today. Thumbs up the video. Let me know in the comments section below. What do you think about the Authority returning? What do you think is going to happen next? Let me know. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.